Hello everyone, welcome to or welcome back to my channel, and in today's video, as the thumbnail suggests, we are going to learn the basics of Procreate. So basically it's not going to be all the general stuff, and I'm not going to confuse with everything, but only just the ones that is very necessary and that the ones that I usually use in most of my videos. So yeah, make sure to follow this video until the end because you will be learning a lot of tips and tricks. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first one is to set up our canvas, which is the most important thing. So here on the top right corner, you will see this plus sign right here. So if you press that, you see the screen size that is almost the size of our iPad screen. And then you have the square canvas and then all the other custom sized canvases that I have set up. So I will show you how to do a custom canvas at the moment. So for A3 we do 297 by 420 and it's going to be in mm. And you can see here the maximum layers have decreased to 119. So you have a limited number of layers to use in Procreate if you didn't know. So if you have 420 by 594, then the maximum layer is a 57. And again, if you change the DPI, it becomes to 11. So mine is an older version of Gen 1, but if you have the newest Gen 2 version, you can have a lot of layers. The second one is the everyday tools that we usually use, that is the color wheel. So this is the color palette. This is the layers tab, the eraser tool, smudge tool, and the brushes. And here you can increase or decrease the size of the brush, increase or decrease the size of opacity. How to draw accurate shapes. So if you take a brush and if you draw a straight line and hold it at the end, then the line becomes straight, which is really handy. And for circle, just press a 2-finger tap on the screen and it turns into a circle, and the same goes for square. 2 taps and it turns into a square. And also you can rotate it into every 45 degree very perfectly with this 2 tap. And there is the second method wherein you go on top here and convert it to a circle, and you can also adjust the size or shape of it even further in a very accurate manner. So these are the 2 methods, and the same goes for the square or rectangle. Again, you can make it to quadrilateral or rectangle or polyline very easily. And let's go and talk about the layers now. So the plus button right here is used to add the layers. And if you right swipe, you can see lock, duplicate and delete options. So you can delete the layers or you can also duplicate the layers. So this is another method to copy your layer. You can delete it. And you can also rename your layers, shapes, so you can pinch all these layers together to merge it into one single layer. And you can right swipe to group it into one single group. So you have various color filling techniques. You can either drop the colors directly into the shapes like this, or you can increase the threshold if you want by right swiping, or decrease the threshold. You can see how the color is filling if you increase or decrease, and you can continue to fill. So if you do that, Then just with the tap you can start to fill all the shapes. You don't have to keep on dropping from the color wheel each time. Alpha lock. So with this method you can draw anything within the layer, but everything is going to be in a single layer. So if you turn off that layer, the whole layer will be turned off. But if you want to just turn off the additional effect that you have done on the shape, you have to use the clipping mask option. So if you use that option, you can see that we can edit this layer very easily within the shapes, and when you switch off that layer, only that effect switches off, so you can retain your original layer as it is. So let's go to some hand gestures. 2-finger tap for undo. Just one single time you have to tap with 2 fingers, and 3-finger tap for redo. 2-finger tap for undo, 3-finger tap for redo. I usually don't use it because I get confused, but I'm just letting you know that there is this option. And if you want to erase this layer completely, just with 3-finger swipe it 3 times. 3 fingers, swipe. Swipe. There you go. Easy, isn't it? Try it on your iPad right away and see if it works for you. And there are various methods of how to add elements. So go to your actions tab and add option. You have insert file, insert a photo. So when you go to insert a photo, I use this method a lot, as you can see in a lot of my videos before. So it's very easy to add or remove photos. You can take a photo, the camera tab will open immediately. You can add text. You can also increase this tab right here to adjust it properly. I'm going to move this text a little bit inside the canvas. And you can just tap on the text to select it, and down you can switch on this option to see various options for you to play with your text. So there is a lot of text. Font size, you can increase or decrease the font. Also you have the style for each font: regular, italic, bold italic. So in case if you're designing a poster or something, or design sheets, you make use of these beautiful texts. Just experiment with all these options. And also the attributes of how your text should be aligned on your page. It's very, very useful, you guys. So let's see how to set up your canvas in different methods. So go to the canvas option and you can crop or resize it anytime. So you can just crop it to how much ever you want to and say done. So it just crops to whatever you have designed, and you don't have to have any blank spaces. And you have this reference option. So I keep telling you to have a reference, so this becomes very handy for you. You can easily import any images into this reference tab. And you can also move this reference tab around your canvas very easily. And if you don't want to, just click on the reference tab and cancel it out so it disappears. Flip horizontal, flip vertical, Canvas information. You can just sign in your name here for copyrights issues. You can see how many layers you have used and how many layers are available and all that. And the most important thing that we usually use in most of our videos is the drawing guide option. So you have various drawing guide. The first one is this drawing grid. So you make sure to switch on this drawing assist option, only then we can work on the drawing guides. So as you can see, we are able to now draw straight lines with the drawing assist option on. And not just this, we also have the isometric guide. So again, you have to make sure to switch on your drawing assist option, only then we can work it out very easily. We have the perspective drawing assist. So up to 3, so because we have up to 3-point perspective, so we can set up to 3 vanishing points very easily. And of course the symmetry option. You have the vertical, the horizontal. So the vertical and horizontal is very easy. It's just going to divide your canvas into 2 and replicate it in 2 sides exactly the same. The quadrant is divided into 4. So look at this, very beautiful and very seamless if you draw it in a proper way, of course. And then you have the radial, which is a go-to for tile designs. Look at this, you guys, very beautiful. And there are various ways to share your work. So you can share it as a Procreate file in itself or a PSD. PSD is a photoshopped file, so you can easily convert it into Photoshop file. PDF, JPEG, PNG, anything that you want. And also you can share the layers. So we have 6 layers, so we can convert each of those layers into different type of formats. So for video, you can see here you have the time-lapse recording on, so it records everything that we do on this canvas. So when you export the time-lapse, it will show you a full length or 30 seconds. We can't choose the 30 seconds because we didn't do much yet. So I'm going to export it into the full length. So here you can see it shows us whatever we have drawn until now in a very fast manner, because that is what time lapse is. So yeah, you can export the time lapse. And preferences, so if you are a left-handed person, then you can switch on this right hand interface. So all your tabs, especially these brush adjustments, shifts to your right side. And also not just that, but look at this, if we start to press on each of these layers, they don't get selected very easily, and we don't know which layer we are selecting or which layer we are working on. We need to keep going back to our layers column to find out which layer we are working on. So to ease that out, go to your preference column and go to your gesture control option and go to the layer select right here and go to touch and switch on that option and say done. So when you touch these shapes, it directly takes you to that layer. Look at that layer is selected and you can work on it automatically without going to the layers tab. So next is the color palette. You have various options here, disc, classic. So all these options, you can see there are ways to find out the right color for you by increasing or decreasing the values of these colors to get the very accurate ones that you are looking for. So these are very handy for people who have this OCD towards color, that you want the perfect color that you have in mind. And also, to add your own palette, you can create your own palette as well. Yes, so what you are going to do is select this new from photos, and I'm going to select this image, and all the colors from that image gets uploaded very easily. And you can also use these colors on any of your sketches. So you can do that with any color palette downloaded from Procreate as well. The next one is adjustment layers. So these options are just to play with and experiment in the process. Color balance. So easily I just converted a gold into a rose gold with all these options. Gaussian blur, just swipe on the screen towards your right side and you can see it's getting blurred. So we usually use this method for creating shadows. Motion blur, it blurs in a different manner. If you have a car in plan, then you can use that option. Perspective blur, so you have this huge bubble and you can right swipe to blur, and when you move this bubble, the area around the bubble is clear, whereas the area around it is blurry. Noise, again, right swipe to see this effect. You can usually use for fabric materials when we're creating sofas, carpets, etc. Liquify, look at this, you guys. We can use it for water materials if we are creating a pool or something. And then the transform tab, of course, we use this a lot. Freeform, you can adjust it however you want to stretch the picture, but we don't use this a lot. We use uniform, to resize it in the same manner. We use distort option in a ton of our videos. And wrap, we still haven't used it, but this is how it works. So if you want, you can use the advanced mesh to control the movement of your wrap like very easily. You can also move to back, the wrap moves back, and in front the wrap moves front. This is really fun. Flip horizontal, flip vertical, rotate 45 degrees. We don't use all these options a lot, but yeah, all these options are there and you can experiment it very easily. The selection tool is another huge important tool that we use in a lot of our videos. The automatic selection selects the objects with just a tap. For example, I'm selecting all this white layer around it and you can easily erase, and this has already converted into PNG. Or if you want to select the innermost part, then still you can select this white part, yes, using the automatic selection tool, and just press the invert option. There you go, it selects the opposite. Freehand, as the name suggests, you can freely select it as you're drawing an image or something like that, any shape of your choice. And rectangle selection, as the name suggests, very easy. This we can use to select the whole image or something like that. And again, with one finger tap, when we use the ellipse option, you can also select a circular selection. And after selecting, you can press on this copy and paste, so your selections get selected very easily and it copies itself. And another interesting option is the color fill. So look at that, it just fills in your selection automatically. So for example, using the freehand, I'm going to select this pear and it color fills automatically. And you can switch off this background color and save this as a PNG, so it's very easy to have or save an image as a PNG file as well. So right here I get a lot of questions of how to convert or save images on PNG, so this is how you do it. Next is the copy paste option. So you just have to copy this canvas under this add column, and if you use the 3-finger gesture, swipe down, then you get this paste option, and whatever you selected in that particular canvas is pasted very easily. And if you want to copy an element from a different canvas, you can also do that. So select the layer that you want to copy, 3 swipe down, copy, and go to your canvas, 3 swipe down again and paste. So it gets pasted. Isn't it very easy, you guys? Convert image to PNG within a canvas. So how do you do that? So in case if you are importing an image into your canvas, so this method also we use a lot in our videos. And you can use the automatic selection tool to select all these white background of your image and erase it. So there you go. So when you move it around these shapes, you can see that there is no white background and your object has become like a sticker where you can just place it over however you want to. Last but not the least, you can go to this help column and Procreate handbook. It will lead you to this blog right here, and you can see there are a lot of things, information that you can see and learn from apart from this video. If you want to learn anything extra, so yeah, you can go ahead and do that. So that is also available within the Procreate app. So yeah, that is it for today's video, you guys. I think I have covered almost all the tips or tricks that I use in my videos mostly. So aim of this video is for you guys to learn all the basics first before following my other videos, because yeah, some of my videos are a bit fast forwarded or a bit fast because I work in my normal phase, but when people, especially for beginners who are watching my video, it might be a little bit difficult for you to understand. And when I see comments asking how to do this, how to do that, I feel a bit bad because I blindly keep teaching without knowing how your mindset is. So I just wanted to create a go-to video especially for beginners to just come back to this video, watch this, and then you can see my other tutorials, and that becomes very easy for you, right? So I'm going to give you a homework. So take your iPad right now and go back to the start of this video and follow each and every step and learn it in the process, so that in my next videos you will be able to easily follow it. And also, if you learn new tips or tricks, you can let me know in the comment section down below, because I love to interact with you guys in the comments. And if you remember, my channel tagline is let's learn together. So I believe in knowledge exchange and we are here to help each other out. So yeah, that is my homework for you guys. Yes, so I will see you in my next video. I hope this video was really helpful to you, and if it did, please make sure to comment down below. And for people who haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe, you guys. Only then I will be motivated to bring out even more best content for you. And I will see you in my next video. Until then, always keep smiling, because it reduces a lot of stress.